PowerPoint representing an informative speech on the advantages and disadvantages of stem cell research. When you hear the word stem cell, what exactly comes to mind? Well, in the medical world, stem cells are known for being capable of developing into other types of cells in the human body. Stem cells circulate and function to replace dysfunctional cells, naturally maintain optimal health in the human body also. Doctors and scientists are optimistic about stem cells because they have the potential benefit in a number of different areas in health and medical research. Stem cells may help doctors and scientists better understand how to detect and treat and prevent serious health conditions such as birth defects and cancer. Stem cells could also lead to a better therapy and treatment of many diseases such as Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, spinal cord injuries, heart disease, diabetes, and arthritis. There are 3 types of stem cells that are at the forefront of doctors and scientists' research. Those cells are embryonic, adult, and neural stem cells. Now, each of these 3 types of stem cells has their own advantage and disadvantages within the medical world. Let's start with embryonic. Embryonic stem cells, which are the most controversial of 3 types of cells, are harvested from human embryos. These cells are classified as pluripotent, which means they have the ability to become almost any specialized cell or tissue in the human body. Adult stem cells are present within cells of organ tissue, which means bone marrow. These cells have the ability to renew themselves. These cells also play a major role in repairing and maintaining vital organs and tissues like human skin. Neural stem cells are classified as multipotent. This type of cell generates nerve cells within the body and has become recently a new focus of this type of stem cell research. Now, let's discuss the 3 types of cells and their abilities more in depth. Embryonic cells, as stated earlier, are called pluripotent, which means they have the ability to become almost any specialized cell or body tissue in a human body. These cells also have the ability to control growth of cells and tissue needed for certain types of cancer treatment. Embryonic stem cells, however, cannot form a complete organism due to their inability to generate the entire cell and structure spectrum needed for fetal development, according to Watkins in his publication of Human Embryonic Stem Cell Experimentation. Embryonic stem cells, however, do have the ability to develop into any type of cell, specialized cells such as a heart organ, liver, or anything like that in the human body. Adult stem cells are found in mature organs and human tissue. Like all stem cells, adult stem cells are self-replicating and can regenerate themselves. Adult stem cells are classified as multipotent because they are only able to develop into 1 or 2 lineages of specialized cells. So let's say you have lung cancer and they pull the stem cells out of bone marrow and put it into your lungs to form new cells. It only have that lineage to do 1 or 2 things like that. We just stated here. The most common type of adult stem cell is found in bone marrow, like I've said, and it's called mesenchymal. This type of stem cell can produce all types, including bone, cartilage, blood, and connective tissue, according to Lisa Snow in the Stem Cell Research Endowment. Last but not least, is the neural stem cells. Like adult stem cells, neural stem cells are classified as being multipotent and only generate nerve cells. Neural stem cells are a new focus in the stem cell research world. neural stem cells are not found in active cells at the cellular level, but only found neural stem cells are not found in active cells at the cellular level, such as other stem cells, meaning they are not found in blood or skin tissue. Neural stem cells have been isolated from adult brain tissue and fetal brain tissue since the early 1990s. Due to neural stem cells' late development by scientists and doctors, not much is known about this type of cell. Alright, now that we have a better understanding of stem cells, of those three types of stem cells, let's discuss the advantages and disadvantages of adult and embryonic stem cell research. The advantages of stem cell research: adult stem cells, along with embryonic stem cells, have presented the greatest potential to discover groundbreaking treatments and cures for many diseases. For example, doctors and scientists have made progress through the process of introducing healthy adult stem cells into the immune system of an infected HIV patient. These new cells have essentially went in and fought off the HIV virus, which essentially means they created a new immune system for that infected HIV patient. Stem cell research will help aid doctors and scientists learn and better understand about human growth and cell development. Stem cell research will provide the benefits of therapeutic cloning and regenerative medical treatments. However, there are some drawbacks to stem cell research. Let's discuss the disadvantages of stem cell research. Adult stem cells. One of the main disadvantages that doctors and scientists are faced with adult stem cells research if they have a short storage life. So as soon as they are harvested, we have to get them into a transplant patient, or those cells eventually die out because they're not in the body to have what they need to regenerate on their own. Another issue is with the harvesting and isolation method of adult stem cells, because they are only present in mature tissue, so they can only be harvested from adult people. So kids can't do it. Bone marrow transplant is very, very painful. Also, availability is limited due to these cells being found in bone marrow of adults. Alright, embryonic stem cells. The main disadvantage with embryonic stem cells is the manner in which they are harvested. As stated earlier, embryonic stem cells are harvested by destroying the biocast of a human fetus, which is here. Now, to some in the medical world, some in the religious world, this is classified as killing a child, and abortion is pretty much frowned upon. This issue is very controversial within the religious community. Embryonic stem cells are also extremely difficult to control. It takes doctors and scientists numerous attempts to manipulate stem cells to develop into the desired type of specialized cell tissue, which you see here. Any one of these cells, any embryonic stem cell, go into a neural stem cell, tissue, or blood cell. Lastly, embryonic stem cells may not possess the ability that doctors think they do have. Alright, so in essence, let's review what we've learned. Stem cell research could be a gateway to better treatments and therapies in the medical world. Stem cells are able to develop into any other type of blood cell or tissue in the human body. Stem cells are responsible for replacing dysfunctional and old cells and to maintain optimal health. Embryonic, adult, and neural stem cells all have the advantages and disadvantages, with some being controversial, but overall they are present more good than harm to a better living.